It's been at least a week since I was last active on social media, so I wanted to pop in and say hi and clarify how this whole Karuna project came to be. Just before the war broke out, I went into there's an industrial complex about a 5-10 minute drive from where I live. I put a whole package together. I spent the summer preparing this package, putting the marketing material together. And then between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, I went into the industrial complex to every single office and pitched this program for their employees of health coaching and yoga. Most of the administrators of the businesses were out of the country at that time during the holidays, and I was told to come back after the holidays. I was planning to, but then after the holidays, we were suddenly at war. A lot of the employees were suddenly serving in reserves, and the companies seemingly no longer would have budget to be funding something that seemed like a luxury. And I hit a moment of feeling really frustrated, feeling like reflecting on my life and thinking, I thought I was building a beautiful marriage. I thought I was saving up and having direction to build a beautiful home. I thought I was building a dream career. And suddenly I'm divorced, no career, no business, no income. And the country that I call home is at war. How do we get back to feeling grounding, purposeful, fulfilled, and stable as quickly as possible? That's what I asked myself. It was clear that Israel was the place to stay because that's where I've been building a life for myself. That's where my connections are. That's where I know how to find my way to the supermarket, to where all my stuff is. It's where I've been setting up myself to be grounded. And it's where I feel really connected to the nature and the cycles of the year and the way that the cycles of the year are connected to nature. So then I thought, okay, if I'm going to be staying in Israel, I want to help people. People are really going through a serious trauma, and I have tools that can help. What's the best way for me to do that? And yoga was just the clear answer. I thought, okay, it just was clear that it was yoga and that I'm certified, I'm qualified, I'm experienced. I've also studied trauma-informed yoga. And I realized that money is often the biggest barrier that blocks people from committing to practicing yoga. So I thought, okay, well, these people really need yoga. I'm going to remove that block of money, make it accessible to them. And at the same time, I was having conversations with people in my community back in the States, sharing that they really wanted to be helping people in Israel on the ground, helping people financially. And they felt financially was the way that they could help. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I can offer these yoga classes for free to people who really need them and raise money from people in the States who want to be helping financially, so then they're being able to help in the way that they want. And then I will be able to be of service and do work in the world and get paid for it, to be able to live. Win, win, win. And so I just took the steps to make it happen and started having conversations and started sending out advertisements for anyone who was really suffering from acute trauma. Survivors of the music festivals, families of people who didn't survive the music festivals, evacuees, soldiers. And it just so happened that the group that stuck was wives and children of soldiers. And so that's who I've continued working with. And it's been really inspiring for me to see my own growth and progress. And we've raised about 24,000 shekels so far. We have funded 3 classes, including my most expensive class. So as far as I'm concerned, we've made it over the hunch. Now it's the easy part. Right now I'm raising funds for a group of 4 people. The father of the family is in reserves. The mom is in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, and they already have 3 kids that are all under 4 years old. And the mom herself already had a yoga practice and reached out to me wanting her kids to be able to benefit from a practice that she herself has already benefited from. At first, I went to their house because she felt it was going to be too much effort to get them out of the house and into the studio. And after a couple times in the house, she wanted to give the studio a try, and she's really happy that she did. And from the moment she showed up there, she said, "It's so calming here. I'm so glad that we made it. It's actually closer than I thought. It's really nice to be able to come here." And the kids have really benefited from the access to all the props that we have. And they love the yoga obstacle courses that use blocks and bolsters and straps. And we do special breathing exercises using pom-poms and using our imagination. And it's actually a really challenging class to teach because there's like the age range is I normally wouldn't. She has a toddler, and I wouldn't normally have a toddler in a group like this, but we make it work because that's what they need. And at the end of every yoga class, every child voluntarily says thank you to me without being prompted. So they're clearly benefiting. I'm enjoying it, and they are just about 20% sponsored. So let's do a quick math equation. Stick with me if you have a moment so I can tell you exactly how much funds are still needed for this family. $7,775 NIS to USD. So we've got $2,145 US to go until this very sweet family is fully sponsored. Consider helping me help them. Thank you.